Hello, this is Nick Baghead, and in this video, I am going to be talking about my opinions of the current 2023 mob vote for Minecraft. This will probably be releasing on the day vote starts, so I'm just going to quickly go over my opinions of the three mobs. The mobs introduced in this mob vote were the crab, the armadillo, and the penguin. All really good mob choices, all really cute animals in real life. Now, it is very important to note that I am aware that the mob vote has kind of been boycotted. Not really surprised. In fact, I completely understand because the three mob options this year, the candidates, are actually really good compared to previous years where there was always at least one that kinda sucked, which makes this honestly really difficult, especially with the way the mob vote works. That only one gets added and then the other two get permanently scrapped. It kinda sucks. Like in previous years, it was pretty okay because there was always at least one mob that you didn't really care about. Previous years you had like the glow squid, which is ironic because that's the one that won. Uh, and then you had stuff like the glare, which I voted for. And you know the tough golem. The ones that didn't really win weren't really set up to win. They kind of fell short compared to the other candidates. But this year, the candidates all kind of are good, to be honest. They all have their uses, they all come with unique features that are actually pretty useful, and they're all full of personality. So I think we should just go straight into talking about each mob and my opinion of them. The first candidate we have in our 2023 mob vote is the crab, which has been stated to be able to spawn in the mangrove swamps, which adds a little bit more importance to the newest biome to be added to that has been added to Minecraft, which I think is pretty good since there wasn't. I guess there is a lot already in the mangrove swamps, but it's always good to see more stuff added to the newer biomes. Uh, the main draw of the crabs, besides the fact that they are cute, the main draw of the crabs is the fact that they can possibly drop a good utility item called the crab claw. Uh, it has been stated by Mojang that the crab claw has one main use, and that is to help you place blocks farther away, basically extending your placing reach. Now, there has been some debate on whether this means it also works for breaking blocks. So, I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't also break blocks farther away. I don't know. That makes no sense to me. Uh, but either way, I think the crab is honestly a really good choice. The crab claw does seem like a very good utility tool that honestly helps with builders and stuff like that. Honestly, could have some application in PvP, but that's just me. Now, honestly, so far, the crab honestly shaping out to be a great contender for the mob vote. My only problem with it is that, well, what else does it do besides drop crab claws? That's always been kind of a main problem with the mob votes. They kind of don't tell you what the mob does other than the main advertising feature. So it's kind of just like, okay, but what does it do? Honestly, I get it. It's a crab, but what does it do? I like the claw, but what does it do? What what else does it do besides drop the claw? Honestly, probably the one that most people are gonna vote for, just seeing as it has some pretty good application. It's a very cute mob, and the crab claw is just honestly seems really useful for most situations in Minecraft. So, yeah, that's the crab. Moving on, we have the armadillo. The armadillo is the second candidate in the mob vote, but you could tell that already. Uh, One of their main features, as shown off in their reveal trailer, is the fact that they can drop, what is it called? Skew? They called it skew? Or scale? What did they call it? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. The thing is, these basically scales that they drop have been said to be the main item used for crafting new wolf armor, which is pretty cool. Wolf armor is a feature that has been requested by the community for a long time now. My only problem with it is most of the time the wolves in Minecraft don't really die in combat. They kind of just fall into lava pits. So, I don't know. Unless you can enchant it, which, I mean, you can't enchant horse armor, so I don't know about that one. Your mileage may vary. Either way, armadillo, really cool. They seem to have the ability to curl up. I hope they do more with the curling up feature, because that's really cool. If it gets added. It seems to be the second most popular pick by, you know, the metrics. You know how it is. We run statistics here. Um, but honestly, besides the fact that it's an armadillo, which I like armadillos. They're cool animals. Uh, it doesn't really have that much use. I mean, wolf armor is good, but unless it's enchantable, it's honestly just not worth the vote. I'm sorry. Uh, Apparently they spawn in savannas, which honestly, pretty good. Can liven up savannas. Savannas have always been kind of a not very special biome. Like they have their own unique wood type, but other than that, they're kind of just there. They don't have any specific mobs assigned to them, which is sad. So I don't know. Maybe the armadillo can be added, and that will fix that. Anyways, let's move on. Last but not least on our mob vote candidate journey is the penguin. What can I say about him? It, they apparently spawn on the stony shores, which I forgot that's a biome. Uh, Honestly, really cool choice. Really interesting biome to get a new mob for, which honestly is a point in its favor because that's honestly pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Apparently, they're very clumsy. I don't know if that's a major feature or just like a thing they said. I don't know. Uh, Again, they could just be like a few dumb animations, or it could be an entire like AI new AI structure. They could have entirely new pathing and stuff that makes them fall off stuff, which could be cute. Their main draw, though, is the fact that they essentially allow your boat to move faster, which how that works, I don't know. Do they push it? What do they do? Does it work out of water or only in water? Does this basically replace dolphins? Which honestly, if it works out of water and on ice and stuff, that could honestly be the fastest mode of transportation, since boats on ice in the Nether are already like the fastest mode of one of the fastest modes of transportation. So adding penguins could just improve it even greater, which is cool. Uh, but essentially, but honestly, we really don't know. The penguins seem to be, by the metric standard, the least going to be like the least voted for mob. Although there are definitely some people that advocate for the penguin. Uh, I don't think I'll be voting for the penguin, even though I really like penguins. And I think the idea of adding a mob to the Stony Shores, this like random little small biome that no one remembers, is pretty cool. The whole faster boat thing, I don't know. It's kind of just weird. Uh, and the whole, oh, they're clumsy thing. Is that a feature? Is that a new pathing? Is that just something you said to make them more interesting in the video? I know you guys did that with the glow squid, with the whole hypnotism. Ooh, shimmering lights, it's hypnotizing us. And it had no hypnotizing effect at all. Yeah, I'm still a bit salty about that because I voted for the glow squid because of that. Yes, I did. Plus, I thought they actually glowed. I was dumb back then. If I had the second chance, I would vote for the Moo Bloom. Honest. But not the Isologer. I will not elaborate further on why. Either way, Penguin, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. And rap. And so, that was kind of my rundown of the three major mobs. Uh, I will say that I definitely think the crab is going to win, although the armadillo gets my vote. I'm sorry. Uh, but I honestly hope they all get added. I'm, or at least they stop doing the mob votes after this, because they just tear the community apart, and it's really sad, and no one likes the mob votes, which this time has majorly backfired. I know they do it as a marketing tactic to get people talking about Minecraft and the new Minecraft Live. And oh, guys, look, it's an update. But this time it's kind of backfired a bit. I mean, there's an entire petition to stop the mob votes now. That's crazy. That's insane. It's not gonna stop this current mob vote, but it may get some heads turning over at Mojang, because honestly, it has a bunch of signatures now. It has gotten a lot of press from like IGN and stuff, which is impressive. I keep saying impressive. Jeez, That's impressive. That's impressive, guys. Anyways, uh, I definitely think the penguin is gonna be the first one eliminated because I'm sorry, it just doesn't. It's not as cool as the other two. Its third feature isn't that cool, and it seems that like the bonus feature is the main thing people are voting for this time around. which understandable. Is this mob vote better or worse than previous mob vote years? That's up for debate. I guess you could say it's better than the last one because it's not exactly rigged like the last one was, where they basically made one really cool option and then two not so good options to kind of just take the rest of the votes. Yeah, last year's mob vote was kind of bad. Uh, but is it overall better than the entirety of the mob votes? No, no. Mostly because they're all really good, and the features they come with are actually really useful additions that people just want in the game, which is kind of bad. Honestly, what I think they should do is instead of completely scrapping the two losing mobs, they should just like recycle them for another mob vote or something like that, or get add them later on, like they do with the biome votes. You know, the biome votes where they have you choose like one of four biomes, and then the one that wins gets immediately added, and the other ones get slowly added over time. That's what happened with the mangrove swamp. You know, that was a losing biome in the biome vote, and like that eventually got added, which was cool. Like, yeah. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Uh, Honestly, I think that's why biome votes just do better than mob votes, is because there isn't this expectation that the losing candidates are just completely forgotten for the rest of time. It's kind I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know why they chose to make it that way. I guess I understand why they did it with the first one, because it was kind of their first time around. And, you know, we didn't have the full on, like, hey, here's a list of things they could do. It was kind of just like concept sketches and, like, here's a vague theme about what they could do. And it was kind of like, yeah, yeah, okay. And, you know, you see how that one turned out. So I guess maybe the mob vote was doomed from the very start to be bad. But oh well. Honestly, next year just do a biome vote. I It's really not that hard. There's plenty of biomes that could use a bit of a touch up, a revamp, if you will. And biome votes just tend to go smoother, you know? Like no one complained about the last two biome votes, as far as I'm aware. Although I have heard a bunch of complaints about the mob votes every single time. Huh. Just do another biome vote, guys. Why? It's gonna. I don't understand why they don't just do another biome vote. It's gonna get them the same amount of attention that a mob vote does, and it won't tear the community apart in the process, because everyone just honestly likes the biome votes because they don't completely scrap the losing contenders. And I don't understand Mojang at all. At all. Either way, can't wait for Minecraft Live, I guess. Vote for whoever you want, or don't vote at all. Protest, even. Hey, maybe we could get them all to even numbers. Although statistically that's impossible. But hey, we're Minecraft players. We will find a way. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. It's the internet. But hey, if we do it, do you think they'll at the mall? Probably not. Probably not. Either way, vote using what are the three methods they have for voting since they got rid of voting on Twitter? Uh, you can vote on the Minecraft launcher or in a special Bedrock event server that has mini games apparently. That's pretty cool. Or, or, hear me out. You can also go on Minecraft.net. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Honestly, I like that they moved it away from the Funny Bird app. Although I guess now it's X, which is stupid. That like removes all of the identity that it had. But I don't know. Honestly, it's nice to move it away from there because that place is kind of a pit of fire. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about it. Anyways, how do you guys like my thumbnail?